Hey guys, welcome to Culture Shock. My name's Anthony.
And I'm John.
And I look like a grown-ass man because I'm standing on wood.
He's insecure about his height, so he wants to stand on an apple box. In the film industry, we call those apple boxes, by the way.
Thank you, John.
The more you know.
Hey, alright, so today's question is from Mr. TWE Wrestling 8. Is wrestling still a thing?
Yeah.
I thought that died.
Well, no, WrestleMania just came out, right? There was another one.
I thought it died in like the 80s.
No, people still watch it.
Why?
I don't watch it, but people do.
Leave a comment why you watch that shit.
Because I love The Rock's solid hard abs. I just want to tickle.
I love when he was in the Tooth Fairy.
I want to tickle his asshole.
Okay.
And you smell what The Rock is pooping.
You just broke me.
I'm sorry.
All right. So today, TWE Wrestling 8 asks, what are your thoughts on Battlefield 4? Whoa.
Oh. I don't know what to think yet. All right, I'm going to let you go first.
All right. Well, it's running on the new Frostbite 3 engine, which is neat. It's prettier and graphically better. Okay. All right. Let's be serious with this, because this show's always serious. I thought it looked nice. It looks pretty.
Nice and pretty.
All right, all they showed off was single player.
Right.
So what I have to do is I have to compare this to Call of Duty, unfortunately, because that's exactly what they're ripping off.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to make a Call of Duty single player game, and since I think they learned their mistakes from the first one, I think it's going to be good to that standard.
I hope so.
It looks really nice.
I hope so. I really do.
It looks actiony, and from what I've heard of the developers talking about it, they said they're trying to bring some of the multiplayer elements, like the openness of a map.
That's what I want.
To single player.
That's what I want more than anything.
I like that idea.
I do like
Instead
the idea.
Instead of just if it's executed properly, I like the idea.
Yeah, you played the Bad Company. Did you play the Bad Company games?
I did.
Okay,
yes.
Like those, and I want to say it was Bad Company 2. That one was a lot of fun because there were those levels where it was just you and a tank in this big field.
Yeah, no, I like that.
And that was like, well, this is enjoyable, and you know, it's this big kind of open world experience.
Yeah.
But then you got the Battlefield 3, and it's just like, hey, let's walk down a hallway. I'm really starting to shy away from a whole lot of first-person shooters. They're just getting very repetitive to me, and it's not what I like anymore.
It happens. Same thing happened with World War II shooters. Same thing happened with sci-fi shooters. They all have their day in the sun.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I look at this new trailer, or those 17 minutes of footage of Battlefield 4, and I kind of liken it to what we saw of the new Killzone. I'm like, wow, that looks really pretty.
Yes.
But it also looks like the same fucking thing I've been playing for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
No offense. Am I still going to pick it up and play it? Of course, I love Battlefield.
Me too.
But I'll probably blow through the single player campaign, if at all.
If at all.
And then I'm just going to play multiplayer. I honestly don't give a shit about single player first person shooter games anymore.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've told people, like, they play Call of Duty, and I tell them about Battlefield, and I'm like, you really play it for the multiplayer. You don't play it for the single player story. Every time I talk to someone about that. So nobody really cares about the single player.
For Battlefield?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel.
I mean, nobody. It's
like it's there.
I understand why they're pushing it. Is because what would you rather see? 17 minutes? I mean, not you, but what do you think the general public you're marketing to would like to see? 17 minutes of a guy running around playing multiplayer, or an action-packed level that looks cool with all this fancy stuff going on?
Yeah, no, I see what they're doing. Is it announced what system that's coming out for? Is that going to be next gen, or is that still this gen? I mean, obviously PC is going to be graphically amazing.
God. Battlefield 3 is already graphically amazing on the PC. John, get a gaming PC, please.
No,
please.
Well, I don't want to sink the money into a gaming PC.
It's worth it.
Hate me if you want to, guys. I work on a computer all day. When I'm ready to game,
he works on a Mac all day. There's no games on there, John.
You're in your like little tiny sweet little asshole. Look, I work on a Mac and I work on a computer all day. When I'm ready to game, I want to sit down on my fucking couch and just relax. And the console is in my living room, and it's easy to just put there, and it's what makes me comfortable.
Steambox coming in 2014. Your problems will be solved.
I'll get a fucking Steambox, and it can blow smoke in my ass, whatever the fuck it wants to do.
Anyways, going back to the consoles, I know it was announced that it was PC, PlayStation 3, PlayStation, and Xbox 360. I think right now it's rumoring that it's PS4, which I see no reason it shouldn't be.
Do you think they'll do like a both? Because then a lot of games, when we were transitioning from the Xbox to the 360, there were like,
there was a lot of stuff that did like a crossover. I mean, like Gun did that, the Western game that had like a version on 360.
Right.
King Kong. I remember a couple of launch titles for 360 that did that.
That's right, King Kong. Wow,
that came out on the Xbox.
I remember when that came out on the Xbox. Yeah, and the 360.
And the 360 one was like, wow, everything's shiny.
Yeah, it looked amazing at the time. We were like, whoa. Remember the T-Rex and that being scary. All right, go on. We're getting off topic.
Rarg.
I got little arms.
You can't masturbate.
He can't. Poor guy. What? You wonder what that thing would, because, I mean, obviously a creature that big has to have a giant penis. What the hell does it use to get off? You think it would use a bush or a tree?
John.
I'm fascinated by that.
So
I wish
Battlefield 4.
All right.
Battlefield 4 is
Yeah.
is this game.
Yeah, Battlefield 4.
Do I think it's coming out for the PlayStation 4? Yes. I see no reason it shouldn't. I am going to laugh out loud, LOL, literally, when they actually show gameplay from the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions. Because right now they're showing nothing from the current gen.
Yeah,
they're going to show PC
yeah.
and like that's probably what PlayStation 4 gameplay will look like. It'll
Yeah,
look like
I
Battlefield
agree.
3. Battlefield 3 is already pushing the consoles to its limits. What I do think they will do is if it does come out on the PS4, they'll bump it up to 64 players.
That would be cool. Yeah, now that is the only thing I
Yeah.
hate. Like, I can deal with the graphics being a little bit shittier on the
Yeah.
console. I'm just fine with that. But I would, that's the one thing I do miss out on that the PC players get to experience is the 64 player matches.
Which sometimes it's kind of chaotic.
I'm sure it is, like on Metro.
But-
My god.
Oh yeah, no. But I think that's what they're gonna do because I think it's graphically the issue with the current gen. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's an infrastructure network. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
No.
Am I gonna buy it? Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, he is. He is gonna buy it.
No, I wasn't a fan of Battlefield until 3. When the Battlefield friends kind of sucked me into it.
Battlefield, friends. What's that?
Never heard of it?
No.
No, it's just this poorly animated drivel.
Any last words on Battlefield 4?
I hope there's more destruction, like the physics. of
Okay.
it.
Yes.
Because 3, three had some cool moments, like a couple of gas stations that you could bring to the ground. I want more of those. I mean, I know once you bring in that kind of stuff, the computing power that it needs to do that is high, and that stuff is horrendously complicated, especially to build. But I hope the developers, especially if something like Battlefield, that's always kind of ridden on this destructible environment kind of thing.
Well, ever since the Frostbite came out.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna jump to Frostbite 3 and actually number it, I think they're really gonna step that up.
I hope so.
Battlefield 4 is gonna suck.
Nah, I don't. I think it'll be fun multiplayer. Not interested in the single player, but we'll see.
Yep.
If it's it can't be worse than Battlefield 3 single player. All right, that's all I got.
Yeah, whatever. Battlefield. Call of Duty's better. Someone make a cartoon out of that again. Actually, I never gave a shout out to this video. Somebody made a fan cartoon animation.
It's funny.
Of us yelling about. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's about us just yelling about Battlefield versus Call of Duty.
I love
and
the
I'm
babies.
like, Battlefield's better than
Right.
Call of Duty.
I love the
points.
Babies.
The points.
The two little babies. That once it cut to that shot, I
It
got
was
a
sold.
big laugh.
So click here, check out that video. It's pretty awesome. And thank you to fuck. I gotta go find out. So yeah, thanks to Mr. what?
DMKUS.
That guy. If that's how you say your name. Thank you so much for
That was
making the
fun.
fan thing.
That was fun.
Holy shit. What are we like? We're like the Game Grumps.
No,
Hey, I'm Grump.
I'm not doing it.
Hey, I'm Grump. Why won't you let me be happy?